Welcome back, everybody. My name is EonShiKeno, and I'm going to cast a game today on Desert Oasis, the new and improved Desert Oasis, between our orange Protoss player PuFic and our red Zerg player mTwDIMAGA. So this is the new and improved Desert Oasis with these destructible rocks here in the back, which allows for a more easily defendable expansion with this small little choke point here. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 replays on this map since the patch, so I'm really interested to see how these destructible rocks are going to change the gameplay. Oh, interesting. That's all changed too. This whole area is all open now. Ah, wow, that's gigantic. This used to push up all the way up to here, and that's totally different too. There's a lot more space here. Tanks can probably tanks. If you put a tank here and then you siege, you could probably still hit these geysers though, but not the main. So big changes to this map so far. So we have both players scouting out in builds. We've got actually PuFic going for, I hope that's how you say his name, PuFic, going for a forge first, and mTwDIMAGA going for a quick expansion before hatchery. And you can already see the pylon being placed. So I can only expect that PuFic is going for the more common as of late double pylon wall-in with a cannon. So this is still going to be. I'm going to be surprised if mTwDIMAGA actually cancels this expansion. He's scouting it, so he did scout the expansion, and he sees his probe coming over here. So he's probably going to bring this overlord back to check out, see if he's getting walled off. And both pylons going up, and this cannon. He's going to throw down a cannon here in a second. Bring your drone down. You're going to try and will down that pylon. Maybe force him to throw down a cannon. Yeah, he's going to throw down a cannon anyway. But he cancels that expansion. I'm kind of surprised he cancels that expansion. This photon cannon is well out of range, and he could have just let that build and finish, but he's deciding not to, and I guess he's going to go scout with this single drone or do something with it. But this drone is going to sit there and attack it, and at least until its photon cannon finishes, and hopefully he'll pull it back. And there goes the Baneling nest for mTwDIMAGA. This is the, I think the standard response to this wall-in is to get 5 Banelings in the very center of these 2 pylons. We'll kill both of them, and of course, once you kill both pylons, you can kill the unpowered photon cannon. So we've got this drone running around here. Maybe he's doing a little scouting, looking for something. But yeah, here we got the. Oh, don't lose it, Overlord. All right, pulling it back. So he's got these 4 lings out, and probably going to get 1 more batch here, and then make 5 into Banelings. And the Queen is finishing, doing some larval injections. Baneling nest almost finished. So down here we got a building, and he's making a proxy hatchery. So mTwDIMAGA proxy hatching PuFic, who's only got 1 gateway. He sees the 1 gateway. So this is pretty interesting. He's going to be able to break open the front with just these 5 Banelings. It's the perfect amount you need. I think it's probably the cheapest way to kill. Maybe not the cheapest, because the cheapest would probably be, make 1 spine crawler and kill these, but it's definitely extremely slow. So there you have it, 5 insta kills that, very good. And these lings are now free to roam around. He hasn't started metabolic boost yet. He's pretty close to getting that 100, so we'll see if he spends that tech on lair or metabolic boost. And no more. He's not building any photon cannons in his base, so he's not too worried about the counterattack. He just has the 1 zealot there. I'm kind of surprised. That may come back to bite PuFic since he doesn't have the that photon cannon. So a probe up here wandering around, probably doing a couple more scouting. Maybe he's looking for that extra hatchery. But he'll soon find out that excuse me, that it is right below his base, and a Queen is coming out of there in a drone. So the only reason I would suspect him making a drone is that he's going to start making some spine crawlers and kind of counter-contain, if that's even ever happened before, a counter-contain on PuFic. So there we got a spine crawler and a hatchery, that Queen coming out of that hatchery, and then a whole bunch of lings coming. Evolution chamber being built. Pulls 1 guy off gassy. He's getting that metabolic boost. And he's got more than enough larvae down here. So PuFic is going to see this coming. And he's got 1 photon cannon here. He's not walling off. See, is he aware of this expansion down here? Oh, he's not aware of the creep yet. This is going to be, I suspect, a huge surprise to him. So he's going to push up these creep tumors, push up the spine crawlers, and these lings coming out. They see the creep now and realize, yeah, I don't got enough to deal with that. So he's going to need some more photon cannons on the high ground, maybe one up here and one up here to keep these spine crawlers at bay. But I think DIMAGA is just going to use this as some type of contain and not actually do much damage with that unless he gets some banelings out and just busts the front open. So there's that front forward facing photon cannon. And as he started attacking it, no, he's not started attacking it, getting that one ground carapace upgrade. He sees the upgrade for the Zealots, so of course he's getting the one armor upgrade, which will negate that, which will make Zealots have to 3-shot him instead of 2-shotting him. So counteracting one contain with another, and then counteracting one attack upgrade with the defense upgrade. So PuFic just going for a bunch of photon cannons and 4 warp gates. It looks like he's going to be stuck to 1 base this game. Let's check the probe count right now. PuFic with a huge lead, 14 lead, and actually has a hidden pylon over here, so this is going to be a pretty interesting fight. He's going to run by. Does he actually see that? No, he's just out of range. So PuFic is in a completely defensive mode here right now, and DIMAGA's got no army at his base. He's morphing in a bunch of lings, but if PuFic gets another round of warps in there, he might be able to take out DIMAGA's main. We can have a sort of a base race here. Creep pushing into the base right now. And he does have 2 photon cannons in there, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to deal with all these lings. Out of sentry. Oh, more lings coming in, but just out of vision. I don't think he actually saw that. He definitely doesn't see, so there's going to be a big army pushing in here. And these lings are actually going to catch it this time. They do see it. Let's see if he's going to turn around and pull his whole army back, or if he's just going to go for a base race. If they do decide to trade bases, DIMAGA does have another base right down here, so he's in a good position to trade. He could easily set up an expansion here and then put up some spine crawlers here and walk them over there. So it looks like he's slowly walking up here. See if he's going to put any creep tumors up there. So the fight goes in here and it looks like, yeah, DIMAGA's just going to scrap this base, save all his workers. Wow, he managed to save so many workers. That's very impressive. And he's just going to lose his expansion, so not taking too much damage. And these spine crawlers all coming up, taking the damage from the photon cannons. A little bit of a force field going down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Those spine crawlers taking a lot of hits, and those lings doing tons of damage to those photon cannons. If those photon cannons go down, I think PuFic is going to lose his base here. So drones coming in, still being transferred. No mining going on for either player right now, except for a little bit of gas. So we have a spine crawler versus probe versus ling versus queen fight going on in the middle of PuFic's base. Definitely something you don't see every day. And probe's actually managed to kill off all the lings, falling back. And as soon as this creep tumor gets up, that's going to spell problems, even more problems for PuFic. These spine crawlers are going to be in position to kill this main. So going to work on these warp gates, spine crawler rush is doing quite well. And some really long distance mining going for DIMAGA with those transferred drones. After killing off that entire base, PuFic is bringing his army back, hopefully to try and save his base, warping in a couple of units for the time being. That queen does have a lot of energy. She should transfuse. Transfuse! Oh, it doesn't transfuse. But just pushing in here, and these spine crawlers do so much damage. Wow, 25 damage, 7 range. And they're just going to be able to kill all these probes over here. Wow, they actually 2-shot a probe. And just slowly walking those spine crawlers up. Now, as soon as these this army gets in, we're going to see how, if he can manage to hold this position over here, deny that money, PuFic may actually be able to hold on to this. There's so many spine crawlers up here. This is going to be an extremely hard fight for PuFic to come back from. If he can manage to mine a little bit while denying all mining over here. So yeah, we do have these units in position. I don't really think he should push on these spine crawlers. There's really no reason to. I mean, he can deny the mining while staying back, but he's going to go forward. Transfusion going out on that, saving it a little bit. Drones being pulled out, lings coming out, and doing quite a bit of damage. Getting a queen. Losing most of his workers right now. Production tab is completely blank. We're down to bare bones. This PuFic did lose his hatchery, but he's got quite a few workers. He does not have enough money to rebuild, so he's stuck with the army he's got. And DIMAGA looks like he's going to lose his main down here. He's has no units to defend with. So it looks like, while PuFic has a pretty big army, I think he's actually going to win this. He's got 4 stalkers and quite a few probes. I think PuFic is actually going to be able to pull this win out against DIMAGA. So just positioning some spine crawlers up. But he cannot. PuFic cannot rebuild. He does not have enough money. There's no way he can rebuild. So we'll see if these 5 spine crawlers can beat. I don't know, that's a lot. I don't think he's going to be able to do this. There's way too many stalkers, and those stalkers can micro properly be able to kill all those spine crawlers without taking any base damage. So this stalker up here is scouting around looking for mains. He's not going to find anything. And let me just speed this up here for a second. Dimaga, LOLs, PuFic smiley faces. Dimaga getting revealed. So PuFic should feel pretty safe right now. He does have this one hidden pylon over here, so even if Dimaga kills everything off in his main, there's no way he's ever going to be able to kill his pylon. So a little bit of larva hanging around, and just organizing his army, getting ready for one big final push, killing off some baby larva. And it looks like he's going to push him in here. Good timing, coming right in with that Guardian Shield, reducing a little bit of damage. Pushing up, it looks like PuFic is going to be able to clean up these spine crawlers with those probes and actually winning the game. So congratulations to PuFic on beating Dimaga. He's a very good player. But I hope you enjoyed that game. That was a pretty unorthodox ZVP. Later.